Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and this is the channel where I went to business school so you didn't need to, and today we are talking about Palantir Technologies and SoFi Technologies. Regarding Palantir Technologies PLTR stock, we will determine where the future share price is headed and how high the share price could actually surge. Right now, it's gained around 14.91% based off of their amazing earnings growth that we have seen in their last earnings report, which has invigorated investors to buy even more PLTR shares. After we go over the latest news updates and future price targets and price predictions for the PLTR stock, we will move over and talk about SoFi Technologies SoFi stock, to where we can determine where this company is headed in the future and why two major institutions have actually changed their perspective on SoFi Technologies, which is adding more positivity to this overall stock. So for more videos on Palantir Technologies and SoFi Technologies, go ahead and annihilate that like button right now, subscribe if you are new, comment your thoughts down below about where you think these share prices are headed in the future, and without further ado, let's jump right into today's stories. If you're not familiar with Palantir Technologies, they are the talk of the town right now, and this company focuses on big data and analytics as well as AI technology. This company is broken up into two main business segments, which would be their government clients as well as their commercial enterprises. And the reason why the PLTR share price is surging right now is because they had an amazing recent earnings report to where the company was profitable for the first time in the fourth quarter, and the company also projects that 2023 will be its first ever profitable year. This has caused investors to invest very heavily back into the PLTR shares, which has caused them to surge by around 19% in the pre-market, to where the company now trades close to $9.23. However, will the company be able to keep up this momentum, or will the share price fall back down? Well, let's wait and see. Profitability is the thing that is fueling investors to buy more of this company as of right now, but the revenues were pretty good as well, to where the company brought in $509 million for the fourth quarter of 2022, and their profitability came in as a positive EPS of 4 cents per share, where the company beat estimates on both their earnings projections as well as their revenue projections. And the reason why Palantir achieved this very good earnings beat is because of the growth that they've seen in their government segment, as well as the company lowering their overall stock-based compensation. Alex Karp, who is the CEO of this company, said a threshold has been crossed, and this is the start of our next chapter. We expect to generate a profit for the current fiscal year, our first profitable year in the history of our company, end quote. So this has excited investors, and it's why so many people are buying, selling, and trading this company right now. All of this media attention is causing the share price to absolutely explode, but investors need to be careful because eventually the share price will pull back. An RBC Capital Markets analyst even chimed in and said, "The numbers aren't particularly strong. The thing that surprised people is the profit." And so he's alluding to how both the revenue beat and the earnings per share beat wasn't that large. However, people are very impressed with how Palantir plans to end the year of 2023 as a profitable year. Palantir is also a very well-known business, apart from just their government clients, which would include the FBI, the CIA, and the Department of Defense, as well as other government and military groups over in the UK and or other United States allies. The company is also very famous for purposefully never doing business with China or any other country that could be considered an American rival. However, I am more of a fan of Palantir's AI and data-driven decision-making capabilities, to where many commercial clients love the company, which would include Airbus, Merck, and Ferrari, among many others. As of right now, many commercial enterprises are very ecstatic about the growth and surge in artificial intelligence, to where Palantir Technologies is one of the market leaders in this particular space. The company even said the increasingly widespread adoption of artificial intelligence in civilian applications will come soon. In the military context, it has already arrived, end quote. So clearly, the boom in artificial intelligence will reflect very positively both in their commercial segment as well as their overall government segment. To add more fuel to this fire, we see that Palantir's Chief Technology Officer, also known as a CTO, said that Palantir has foiled a plot to overthrow the German government, delivered $200 million in value to Tyson Foods, and powered people through the energy crisis, end quote. So Palantir is an amazing company not only militarily, but also in everyday life. And I don't think this company gets enough coverage regarding how positively they benefit society in general. Now, with all of this good news, it can skew investors' perception of this company to where some investors believe this company could surge up to $15 per share. However, when you run a DCF analysis, you would know that the company has a fair value of around $8, meaning that the current share price of $9.23 will fall after the hype dies back down to where the company should be worth, which is close to $8 per share according to my calculations. I love Palantir, I personally own Palantir, however, I am not going to follow the crowd on this one and buy more when the price is this high. If anything, I would much rather wait for the company to fall back down to a meaningful price and a better value, and then I would buy more, because as of right now, the company makes up only around 4% of my overall portfolio, and I don't anticipate to increase that past a 5% allocation, because then I would be taking on unnecessary risk, and that would be counterintuitive to my risk management policies. But overall, I love how Palantir brought in a very impressive earnings report, and I really hope this company really gets to show its true colors and the value that this company brings not only to the United States, but also the entire world. Next up, we're going to talk about SoFi Technologies and their SoFi stock, which has been holding its value pretty well at around $6.73. Many investors right now are deciding whether or not to buy, sell, or hold this company, and the majority of investors either go on YouTube and listen to various experts and professionals on whether or not to buy or sell a company like SoFi Technologies. So briefly, I will add my own opinion once we analyze this article, but I want to bring to your attention some Wall Street heavyweights and what they are saying about SoFi Technologies. If you're not familiar with this company, SoFi Technologies essentially operates as a digital bank. SoFi Technologies Inc. and their SoFi stock price currently have an average brokerage recommendation, or ABR, of 1.73. Now, if you don't know what an ABR is, essentially, it's a spectrum that ranges from 1 to 5, where 1, or the closer you are to a 1, indicates a strong buying opportunity. And clearly the opposite side of the spectrum would be a 5, and that would indicate a strong selling opportunity. And right now, the company clocks in at 1.73. So where does that leave us in the buy, hold, or sell recommendations? Well, according to the ABR, that would put us between a buying opportunity and a strong buying opportunity, according to this ABR, which is the conglomeration of 11 different brokerage firms. So overall, I would say that's pretty bullish on this overall company. But I do want to say that you shouldn't just take what analysts say, what professionals say, or even what I say for granted. You need to always make sure to do your own research, because people have a bias either when they're reporting on companies or analysts who are giving price targets and price predictions. For instance, if an analyst works for a institution which is in direct competition with the company they are supposed to be performing analysis on, they could purposefully give it a strong sell rating. But the opposite is also true, to where brokerages, if they want to pump or dump a stock, they could indicate very strong buy recommendations for every sell recommendation. And that's why it's always good to make sure you do your own research to determine what's right for your personal portfolio. But not only is the ABR strong for SoFi Technologies, but also Zacks Rank has recently changed their opinion on SoFi. So, should you invest in SoFi? Well, first let's talk about what Zacks currently thinks of this company. So Zacks essentially takes short-term momentum into consideration, and they mainly base their overall buy or sell ratings off of earnings estimates. And right now, if you look at their current projections for earning estimates and their recent revisions, Zacks has noted an increase of around 10.4% over the past month to an EPS of a loss of 21 cents. And this is actually a good thing, because it means various professionals are reiterating their forecasts for this overall company. Professionals are actually growing in their optimism for SoFi Technologies, which is a very legitimate reason to start becoming bullish, or rather more bullish, on this overall company. This is why Zacks Rank has a buy rating on SoFi Technologies as of right now instead of a hold rating. However, for me personally, I still would indicate a hold rating for this company, because SoFi Technologies is not out of the woods yet. However, with that being said, many professionals do believe this company, which is currently trading at $6.73, could surge up to $10 per share. But again, like I said earlier, we need to take this price target and price prediction for SoFi stock with a grain of salt, because analysts, professionals, experts, and even myself who are reporting on SoFi Technologies all have our own biases. To be totally transparent with you, like Palantir Technologies, this company only makes up 4% of my overall portfolio, and I will not add to it until it becomes a better buying opportunity. However, I am very bullish on both of these companies, but I will not overexpose myself more than a 5% allocation to either of these companies, because there are so many other fantastic stocks on the stock market right now that I want to buy, and I need to leave room in my portfolio. But I would love to hear your thoughts about Palantir's amazing earnings report that recently came out, and how high you believe the share price could surge. Some believe it could go as high as $12. However, I have my doubts about that. I think that is too bullish, and I am more of the opinion that the share price will drop down to around $8 once the excitement dies down. And then you can also comment down below your thoughts on SoFi Technologies receiving more buy ratings from professionals in various institutions according to their ABR rating and their Zacks Rank rating, which comes in at a 2, which is a buy rating, where 1 would be a strong buy rating and 5 would be a strong sell rating, very similar to the ABR rating. So I would love to hear your thoughts down below. Don't forget to go and annihilate that like button if you haven't already, and if you made it to the end of the video, don't forget to subscribe as well, because I'd love to see you around here more often. With that being said, I wish you the best of luck, and I will see you in the next YT video.